All right. Well, happy Thursday. I was going to share, well, I want to start first with you guys. I'm excited. It's a new week. Where it's the 10th, second week of the month. And y'all hear my house? A lot coming. A lot. It's so crazy. I was on my Bible study on Wednesday, and my pastor was like, Rachel House ain't never not, crazy. Just 3 kids, and two of them 3 and under, and a dog, and a whole husband. That's what she told them. A whole husband. Okay, not a half one. I got a whole husband. And she's just talking about how I serve. And so just know, when you guys come into this room, we understand that we have other things going on, but just like y'all, just make it happen. Just make it work. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. That's what's up. That's cool. All right. So let's talk. Well, before I get into my juice, I'd love to know what kind of mindsets do we have in the room tonight? For those who don't know, this is your first Monday meetup. My name is Rachel Wig. I'm an ambassador diamond, which is crazy. Waited a long time to be able to say that, which means I've built to the top of the company, which is insane to me. Been here for 7.5 years. And so I'm going to tell you, I've seen a little bit of everything. I know that there's so much more to see, but I have seen a lot, and I've been through a lot when it comes to this business. And so this space is for me to be able to give to you guys what I have learned throughout these 7.5 years of being in the business, and offer some perspective as I learn from you guys. Because I believe that you never stop learning, and that's how you become a great leader. And so that is what I'm here for. And this is what this meeting is all about, is to this business, whether you believe it or not, is it hard or is it easy? The question is, will you get yourself together so that you can do the things to produce the results that you desire to get? It's not as hard as it's easy. It's as hard as getting up in the morning and going to a job. That's how hard it is. Sometimes it just doesn't take any mental capacity because you're used to doing that kind of things, but you're not used to doing this just yet. I'll tell you, every obstacle that you go through in this business will grow you. And that is a period. Like when you do things at your job, in some way, shape, or form, it may grow you. Or, but this right here will take your life to new levels that you never even knew existed, which will put you in a capacity to just be the best human that God has prepared for you to be, in general. So who we got in the room, it's kind of take me back to Monday meetup, and how Travia said, you got to speak up, man. Y'all got to speak up. If y'all want to go to higher heights and bigger places, you got to be willing to speak up. And this is that space to get your mind in the right space, so you could maybe hop on the 9 p.m. or hop on the 6 a.m. in the morning and be able to send messages with a clear mindset, and knowing where you're going, and that what you're doing is actually worth it, and you're not just here doing something for the fun of it. It can be fun, but it actually can change your whole life. It can change your whole life. So yeah.
Hi.
What's up?
I got a lot going on over here too, but listen, I am here. Okay. So I want to start with sharing this. God be talking to me when I be cleaning up, because I don't really like to clean up. And so he said, if you clean up, I'll talk to you more. Okay. That's what he told me. I was sweeping, and he said, almost gave me like this equation, like the distance between my promise for you and you getting there is you. Like the distance between where you are, that's what the distance between where you are and your promise is you. Right. And he was like, this is an equation you can give like anybody. And so, we all, we love to say, your promises are yes and amen. We always are praying like, God, when am I going to get my promise? Or, when is what you said is going to happen? When is it going to happen? And it was just like this revelation. It's like the promise has not moved. You know what I mean? It's almost like if I wanted to travel to Glen Carbon where you are, Glen Carbon is not going to move. Like it's there. It's there. And the distance between me and Rachel is my travel to her home. And it was just like this revelation. And I hope it helps me, and I hope it helps someone else. Make her stop crying. That everything that's keeping me from my promise to completely getting there is my ability to get through the process in my time. Sorry, guys. And so when asking, okay, she's not going to cooperate with me, so I'll come back. You guys finish. Oh, there we go. Anyway, sorry. So I'm here, guys. Okay, so don't y'all give no excuses. Anyway, and so God was just reminding me that the promise has not shifted, the promise has not moved. It's just the distance between you and the promise is you. And there's this level of a lot of times we don't get our promise, or we get reset in our trip to our promise because we keep stopping on the route there, right? So again, if I use just travel as an example, it probably would take me approximately 13 hours, I don't know, to travel to Glen Carbon. But if I keep stopping at a rest stop, if I stop at a hotel, if I stop because I got, if I keep stopping, what was supposed to be a 12-hour trip has turned into 2 or 3 days. And so that process becomes my personal development, my spiritual development, my ability to power through, and my ability to end one season so I can go through the next season. I think oftentimes we stop in the winter, right? And it's science, like it has to be winter, spring, then summer, right? But sometimes, because winter is so brutal, and when I say winter, I'm saying hard times in your life, right? It's so brutal that most people just sit there. They just sit there. So now you just live in Antarctica for no reason. You know what I mean? During this whole time. And now where you were supposed to be, what you were supposed to end, you have just sat there. And so it was just a reminder to me and to everybody that your promise has not shifted because of where you're sitting right now. It's just a matter of you being able to continue to journey to get to the promise, because the promise does not move. It doesn't move. It stays in the same place. It's just this distance between you and the promise, and that distance between it is just you, and you have to grow into it because it's there. It's inside of you. It's not moved. God has not done it. There's just a space in between it, and it's all of us. So I'm encouraged. I'm excited about everything. And and I'll let Rachel go on. I think that this day was perfect because we just had prelims, and I think it just landed. I think Get Your Mind Right just landed on the best day, so that we're able to kind of evaluate that and just be excited that I'm able to shift that the way I desire to. So.
So y'all gonna miss. I'm telling y'all, it's about a countdown, okay? I was just telling somebody this the other day. Y'all gonna miss when this is gone. Because once we back in front of each other, I don't do both. Y'all gonna have to pray about it. Okay. So when y'all come in here, y'all act like y'all in the room with me. Like if y'all was legit in the room with me, y'all would not just all 54, y'all would not be sitting and staring at me. Like y'all would be engaging and talking. Like y'all, it's like, am I only on here with like 3 people? Like, what's up? Yeah, I heard being flies on the wall instead of participating. But let me tell y'all this, and this is just an analogy, but healing takes participation. And a lot of times, and I know for sure that God has nudged a whole bunch of y'all. He ain't having me do this for no reason. He's nudged a whole bunch of y'all to open up y'all mouths, but y'all being disobedient. And that might have been a little bit like, who she talking to? And that's fine. You can feel that way. But let's just be honest. A lot of y'all been here like, okay, I'm supposed to say this, or I need some clarity on this. And instead of saying something and getting the help that you need, you're not doing it. So tonight we're going to get it together and we're going to do it. Okay. Yes. Christina, I think I said that right. Yes. Get your knowledge. But if you got questions, comments, open your mouth and say something to us. I do want to go ahead, Michelle.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt, but I just wanted to piggyback off of Lakeisha because I don't know if we're just on the same wavelength this week, but I kind of had the same or similar feelings because stuff has been happening in my life one after another. I had entered the Monday media meetup on Monday, and I was feeling way discouraged because of everything that was happening one after another. And now I was at the point where I was thinking that while I want to be in this business, I want this business to be successful. Um, I said in that meeting, I wanted to quit and I need this to work. And then I prayed to God not too long after that in my journal. I was like, hey, I'm questioning everything you having me to do right now. Everything keeps happening. What are you doing? Because you understand what's going on right now. I need something to happen like now, like yesterday. And it's funny how he led me to the sermon by Stephen Furtick, which piggybacks off of what Lakeisha said, is that God hasn't forgotten about you, nor has he forgotten about the promises he made um, to you. And in that thing, he brought up the story about John the Baptist. And John the Baptist, of course, he was destined for great things in his mother's womb. And he was vouching for Jesus before he even returned. Oh, Keisha, okay, my bad. But he was vouching for Jesus before his return. And when he actually ended up showing up, John the Baptist in the scripture said, is that you? Because the way he thought he was going to show up is not the way he showed up. And like Lakeisha said, it's sometimes in our thoughts, it's you that holds you back. Because God is already on the other side waiting for you. He has already set that up. He has already told you, I'm going to do this for you. It's a matter of if I'm going to keep stepping forward despite what it looks like, despite what's going on, or am I going to just it's goes back to the saying you got to live beyond your feelings. You have to live beyond your feelings because feelings feelings will make you want to quit, especially for me. It made me want to quit, but because of God reminding me to stay in faith, stay doing what you're doing because you're doing great. You're right. You We could literally be right there, but because we keep wanting to fall back, because something has made us upset, we could just go all the way backwards. So I encourage you all to stay encouraged, keep doing the things because you guys are doing awesome. We're doing great, guys. Just keep taking a step forward, no matter how you're feeling. Keep doing it.
That's good. I
And
Shawana.
I, oh,
Oh, I
go
just
ahead.
saw Shawana hand up. You took it down?
I did. I did have something to say. I'm sorry. I just wanted to piggyback off of Miss Chalet because I've listened to a sermon this week also by Stephen Furtick, and I don't know if it's the same one or not, but it spoke to me because he talked about how sometimes we're asking a question, but we're asking the wrong question. And he made the statement of saying how every there all the time there's been people saying what's wrong with me, what am I doing wrong, and he made the statement of saying that that's the worst question you can ever ask yourself because it allows all those demons, all those hurt feelings, all those it just blows up in your face. And it was so like it was overwhelming because I've been there before where I thought that it was me, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what's wrong with me not realizing that I opened up the door for all of those things to come and say, well, oh, well, this is what's wrong with you. And it just like kept eating at me. And it was because I was asking the wrong questions. And instead of me asking what's wrong with me, I should have been asking, where am I going? What should I be doing? And sometimes not all of the distractions that you have are for disruption. Sometimes those distractions are leading you on the path that you're supposed to go through. So I just wanted to share that because it was something that changed my life, and I felt like it tied into what everybody else was talking about.
I have something, please. So, question. Um, just to be vulnerable. Um, so I love what I'm doing. I'm doing all the things. I follow. Um, I show up, and it just seems like I do the 3 ways that I just can't close. So I just want to make sure that I keep my head in the game. That's why I make sure I show up even when I don't feel like it. Even like if it's Sunday morning, I really just thank you for those early Sunday mornings because I can sleep in, because I have the right to sleep in, so I can sleep in. However, I just need, I don't know, to be filled a little, not a little bit, because I like abundance, but to be poured into, like right now, what do I need to keep doing? Even though, if I could say it this way with humility, I hear keep doing the things. With me doing the things, and it just right now is not, what I say, ending like I want to, or I'm not closing. What can you tell me? Like something.
So here's the thing. Thank you for sharing that because I'm sure that more than you feel like that on here. Um, I'm gonna tell you this: when you get to a point where you feel like you're doing all the things but not experiencing the results that you desire to see, 9 times out of 10, you may not be clear on why you're doing it. And because you're not clear on why you're doing it, there's a lack in your belief. There's a gap there. And so that it kind of goes back to Keisha. I can know where Keisha lives, but if I don't know why I'm going, I'll probably never get there because the trip is long. And I'm not hopping on a road to travel however many hours she just said. I'm just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that deep unless I know why I'm going. Now, if there is something there that is for me and I'm specific on what it is that I'm walking into, like let's just say somebody say, hey, Rachel, I need you to come down to Atlanta because I got a car for you. Baby, I'm gonna get on the highway tonight and we're gonna figure it out. If somebody got to put some gas in my tank from a phone call because I done ran out of gas, we're gonna figure it out. But Rachel's on her way to Atlanta. Like, no questions asked. So the real question is, and this sounds so crazy, but the energy behind you going forth matters. And you may just be going through the motions because you're not clear on why you're going where you're going. And a lot of times we're not clear on why we're going where we're going because we don't believe that we can really get there. Like, let's just say my car is malfunctioning right now, and I'm like, my car can't make it. Like, I probably break down like halfway there or something. And so I'm barely, or putt-putting, or I don't have any faith in my car to help me make it there. So I'm really not even believing that I can get there to get to my new car. So I'm lollipopping and dragging my feet to get there. So look, my question to you, and this is, if you've never done this before, and this is for everybody on here, is to take 7 days and journal. Like, for real, do it. Like, don't have do it. And set a timer, 10 minutes of just journaling this specific thing. What do you want and why? And do it 7 days in a row. What do you want and why? The first day, it's gonna be real. You're gonna think you know. You're gonna be like, well, I want this and I want that and I want this and I want that. And then day 3, you're gonna be like, man, what do I want? Like, what do I really want? It's crazy. I was on a leadership call this morning, and they were talking about how, you know, this one girl, she's been here for 8 years, 10 years, 10 years, somewhere around there, 8 or 10 years. It was 8 and 10 years. And she was saying how, like, when she first started, she had no kids and she just wanted the clout. Like, she was like, I wanted the materialistic thing. But let me just be honest. Like, I wanted the car, I wanted the house, I wanted the trips, I wanted the beach, I wanted my freedom, I wanted to be out here living my best life. And she said, but now I don't want that anymore. When I was going, I was chasing materialistic things. And I think a lot of times we come in and we're like, oh, the house would be nice. Like, I'm not saying that God can give you a house, because he will. But at the end of the day, like, what do you really want? And sometimes we don't want to go that deep to figure out what we really want. But somebody who is clear on what they really want is going to get it. That's one thing my mom used to say about me all the time. Anytime I wanted anything, she'd be like, oh, you're going to get that. Like, every time you want something, you get it. So I want a degree. Yeah, I'm a single mom. I'm going to get it. Oh, you want to graduate from college early? Oh, she's going to get it. I wanted a MacBook with no MacBook money. I got it. For real, I had no MacBook money, but the Lord provided for Rachel, because I put that out there, right? So I was clear on what I wanted. I wanted a man, okay? Not just a man. I wanted a husband. I wanted a debt-free wedding. Yeah. God gave me those things because I was clear on what I wanted. And so, what do you want? And it sounds so crazy, but after you're here for a while and you're past the whole excitement thing, because you're past the excitement thing. Like, you're here because you really want to be here, not because of just what this business seems like it can do in a moment because you're excited, right? So you've gotten past that excitement. You're here for real. And so now you got to find out what you want for real. So what do you want? And then do you believe that God will give it to you? Because a lot of people, that gap is that belief. I don't believe my car will make it to Atlanta. And so I'm barely driving it. And so I'm barely getting to Atlanta, which means I'm not getting there. So, yeah. I know Robin has something.
Can I speak?
Hold on, y'all. Robin had something before. Robin.
Yes. And excuse me, because I'm like, because God is just really doing something right now. So you guys were touching on a lot of things that had just been shown to me today. And I was just writing it down because God is really saying, like, check your heart posture. Like, what spirit are you in when you're sending your messages, when you're reaching out to people? Like, what is your heart like? Are you really doing it to glorify me? Are you really doing it to serve me? And I have literally walked away from my table even today because I'm red green. And like, sometimes my red is like win, win, win. And it's just like, are you supposed to pour into this person? Or is it like, oh, you just want them to be a part of your team? No, somebody needs you to see that light in you versus doing your business right now. So really, it's like checking your heart posture. And then also, it's a difference between having faith and being faithful. And it's just like, you can have faith for something, and that's where that belief comes in. But you have to be faithful. You have to be loyal. You have to be steadfast, knowing that you have the faith. So you're telling God, I have this faith that you're going to do it, but I'm going to be faithful in knowing that you are going to do it. And you have to keep doing it in spite of what you see, like even before, like you just have to do it. And you guys are all just talking about that, but I just wanted to, this is all confirmation. So I'm like, Lord, hallelujah, because you have to check your posture. You have to be in the right spirit, and you have to be faithful. So just be encouraged.
Amen. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to say, well, right now I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not discouraged, because what I feel is that I have just not reached the right people yet. I'm doing the things, I'm participating, I'm showing up, and I'm reaching out. And I put engagement posts out there for people to respond to. And then when I engage with them, I find out that, they're not responding the right way. I don't block them or anything. I just go ahead on and say, I haven't reached the right person. And so I'm encouraged that I just need to keep enlarging my network so that I can find the right people. It is 7 billion people in the world. If I got the same 200 people, responding to my posts all the time, I just don't have enough people to reach out to. So I'm not where I want to be right now, but I, in my heart, feel it is not because I'm not doing the thing. It's not because God's not giving me the opportunity. It's just that I have not reached the right people. So I'm dedicated to increasing my network every day and continue to do the thing. And there are some posts that I post more than once in a week because I'm increasing my network every day. And I say somebody needs to see that post. And I also do a friends list where if people are responding to a certain thing, I put them in a certain group. So I make those posts and I make sure that, those people are going to see those posts continuously. And so I'm, like I said, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not discouraged. I'm encouraged because I know I need to keep doing what I need to do to get to the right people.
Rachel, one thing that, and I had this revelation when I work with Brittany when I do host a post, and I'm not saying it's you can't, it's this for me. And sometimes it's not that we're not doing the right thing. Sometimes we're not doing enough of the right thing. And it makes a big difference when you're doing the right thing. It's almost like a person who does 5 minutes on a treadmill a day versus a person who does an hour on a treadmill a day. They're doing the right thing by doing the 5 minutes, but the person who's doing the hour is actually burning more calories and seeing more results faster. And so as you grow in this business, you start to learn what's my pace and what gets me to a result. And so I know, as you start to look at how you're messaging, will 20 messages actually get me a yes? Maybe not. So once I learned that it takes 100 for me, then I need to learn how I can get to 100 messages faster. So sometimes it's not that we're doing the wrong thing. We're not doing enough. You're not doing the right thing. You have to do more of the right thing because it is a normal, it is a business and it is numbers. And so I love how we got the mindset answers, but sometimes it's just like, we all know how to do the right thing. I believe all of us on here, like we money squad for the most part, everybody's money squad. So all of us know how to do the right thing. We've all been set up on how to do the right thing. It's just enough of the right thing. And when you allow yourself to do those screen shares with your leader, which I know we've done before, and when you hang around and connect with people who do high level of work, then you start to realize, my gosh, it's not that I don't know what she knows, but when I come in here with my little 5 hosts to post, not that I'm comparing my work, but it helps to set a bar for me and say, you know what? I know what to do, but perhaps I need to figure out if I need to do more of the right thing so that I can get to my yes quicker, so.
To piggyback off of what Robin said about making sure that you're giving him the glory, I had to have, Rachel, thank you, Jesus, she reached out to me and she pointed something out and that I knew, but like I could tell. So let's take it back to Monday Meetup. I led Monday Meetup. And that was the most timid I had ever led a meeting. Like the most timid that I had ever led a meeting. And I was like, what is going on? And so she FaceTimed me and she was like, you are acting like you don't have what they need. Like you acting like you really just feel like you don't have what the squad needs, or you just like you're not equipped. And so I had to realize that I had went back to a place of giving myself the credit and myself the glory and not God. Like even though I was saying it, that wasn't where my heart was. And it wasn't, it was like I got ungrateful. Like I forgot, you know, that it was him doing it. And I said this on Tips from the Top, like the reason that, or where I get my strength is because I can relinquish the fact of the responsibility because I know that it's him doing it. But I wasn't walking that. I was saying it, but I wasn't walking in that. And so it was just like, practice what you preach, bro. Like you sit up here preaching this and you steadily saying it, but you have went back to a place of pride. And it was because this year, maybe year and a half, last 2 years actually, I've been getting a lot of accolades. I've been getting a lot of success within this business that I had never gotten before. Like never gotten before. So much recognition. And so my pride has started to creep up. And I started to walk in the fact that it was me doing it. Like that's me, like doing that. And I got to a place to where I felt like I couldn't take my team to the next level. Like I didn't have what I needed inside of me to take my team to the next level because I'm looking at it in my might. Like I went back to looking at it in my might and not looking at it in his might. And so I just want y'all to stay encouraged and really remember who is doing it and why we're doing this. Like she even had to remind me, like, bro, we're doing this for our downlines. Like we're doing this because they deserve to see what we see as well. I had just got it mixed up. Like I had really got it mixed up. And so don't don't start smelling yourself because it is really him that's doing it. It's not you. And when you put yourself in a place of thinking that it's you, it doesn't allow you to continue to move and shake in the way that he allows you to move and shake. Like that is literally where I get my strength from. Like literally where I get my strength from. And I had forgot. Like I had totally forgot and became ungrateful. So don't do that.
Hold on, let me say something real quick. I know it's a lot of people who want to say something. Let me clarify that just a second, and then I'll hand it over. So, first of all, she made it seem like she was just out here bad. It wasn't. It was just that, okay, y'all, you don't have to have it all figured out. It makes me think of my song by Evan and Iris, whatever. I don't have to have it all figured out, and that's a different type of faith. I can move my feet knowing that there is a God that went before me. I can send the message and figure it out later. I can make the post and figure it out later. I'm going to move and allow God to go before me. So even when I hop on these calls, something that my pastor has taught me is how to be spirit-led. You can't be spirit-led if you don't spend time with the one who puts the spirit inside of you. And so that's a word for somebody. You need to figure out how to have your alone time in the morning, like fight for it. Fight for it, fight for it, fight for it. You have to commune with Christ, like it's important. But it was more so trusting that God is in you. That's what it was. You have exactly what we need. And you need to trust the fact that at the end of you is him. And a lot of y'all is like, well, that's uncomfortable. Okay. If that's uncomfortable to you, drop a 1 in the comments. Like, is it uncomfortable to go to do something that you feel is beyond you? Like, is that uncomfortable? Everybody should be putting a 1 in the comments because then you are dependent. What does dependency take? Trust. And you can't trust somebody you don't know. You can't trust somebody you don't know. And so that's real. So trusting the God in you. And so I was reminding Brittany, don't be out here making me seem like I'm that dog. Like I am. But you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even do me like that. Like I was reminding her that she has to trust the God in her because she has exactly what she needs. And when she allows herself go to the back, when self goes to the back, then God can come to the front and do what it is that he's supposed to do. And then when God does what he's supposed to do, just like my pastor talked about on Wednesday, to God be the glory, period. Like, to God be the glory. People are like, oh, you pray so good. To God be the glory. Because listen, that ain't me. Look, they be like, girl, good job. To God be the glory. Like, it. But when you have the Holy Ghost, it makes you that tight. It makes you seem that tight. And all you do is just refer it on back. Like, you want to be tight like me? Like, go, my homie right there. Like, he right there. He got you. But you got to trust that God will be in you and he'll go before you. But you have to put yourself in that place of dependence where it's no longer comfortable. It's no longer comfortable. This is what God does, so many things to try to fix your heart and put you in this place. And it even takes me to, I don't know, somebody on here today. You can say me, or you can just say me on your piece of paper and confirm it on a piece of paper. But somebody today, you feel like you ain't got no money, but God is speaking to you to sow into somebody else's life. But your business not going to flourish until you start paying your tithes and giving when God tells you to give, because you don't have nothing to give that money to that you think that you're supposed to be making. That's a word for somebody tonight, because I'm out here like, I remember asking a while ago, people like, oh, I want to make 10 stacks a month. Okay, but what when God says give the 5 stacks away? Will you do it? When God says, oh, okay, from that increase that you got, go ahead and pay $1,000 in tithes and then give another $1,500 over here to this person that I'm going to place on your heart. Does he have your heart enough to do it? Then why would he bless you? He can't even trust you with $1. Like, bro, you're not even paying tithes on $100. Like, some of y'all made $20 today. Did you set your $2 to the side? And so that's for somebody. And who else got something else to say? I know Kamara had unmuted.
Rachel. Hey. Can you hear me? Okay. So it's funny that what Brittany was saying, because I was just talking to Terry the other day. And I think this was the first time I ever really confessed this out loud. I was like, Terry, you know something? I think part of the reason I haven't really like gone all in, like I'm doing all the things, right? But am I doing them at like 100%? I'm probably at like 87%, right? Because there's a small part of me that doesn't want to be in that space, like what Brittany was just saying, where I'm like, oh, I did that. No, I'm like scared that I'm not even going to be like stepping to the side and giving the glory to God. I'm like, am I going to be right? Like to even receive this right? No, I don't even want it. I don't even want it. I'm not even going to try to play that game. So it's like the subconscious of that. And then, you know, just getting in front of yourself, just getting too cocky with the, you did it, because some of us are in this and like working so hard just to see if you can do it. But just that you're saying, I want to see if I can do it. It's not you. It's not you doing it. It's not. So I get it. I'm so glad you said that, Brittany. Thank you for sharing.
So I'll go. To offer Candace what Candace said with closing. This is my 3rd time in the business. The first 2 times I was in the business, I never signed a DT in my life. Never signed a DT. So it was really coming back in. Because Travia is my upline. So coming back in, I wanted Travia to be like, I wanted to use the products again because you guys had got the skinny brew and I wanted to try it out and use it. And I never said. And then she was like, you ready to start again? And I'm like, I don't know. I jumped back in as a DT and I started. And I'm a yellow, so I'm always in my feelings. So when I get a certain way, I feel I get in my feelings and I disappear. I won't answer to Travia. I'll leave the groups. So last month I did that too. And I had to take some time for me because I was fighting. Because I finally signed DTs. I was boxed for Ruby. My DT started doing the same thing I did to Travia. Like disappearing, not answering. And I'm like, Travia woke me up. Travia was like, if you're doing it to me, how do you expect people, your DTs, to come in and do what you want them to do? And I was like, that's true. And I got back in and I had to get out my feelings. And I was like, I was fighting spiritually and emotionally, and I was going through so much things, especially last year. This year has been good to me and I'm blessed for that. It's been so good. But like, I get there. I get to the closing parts now. And now that I'm out of my feelings, I get there and I'm closing. I'm actually able to close. And it's hard because it's like having that little voice in your head when you get to the closing and it's not intentional. And you're like, okay, I got this. And then you're like, oh no. And then you have that little voice that's telling you, no, you don't got this. And that's for me, that's where I wasn't able to sign my DTs. And the moment I stopped listening to that little voice, I start improving a little bit. So it's kind of hard, but
Okay. Can you hear me? Everybody can hear me, right? Okay. So I'm listening to everybody and I see a lot that I was wrong in when it come down to my business. And so what I have been doing lately, like today, I got up like around 11 something today, 10, 11 something. And I started realizing how much I was putting into my business today. And I realized how many other women are willing to join the business. I think I have at least about 3 or 4 women that wants to join the business. Only thing is they're financial. So a couple of them, okay, I sent them I was messaging and everything, and I started realizing I started texting Brianna, how all my messages, and I realized I said, okay, why I wasn't doing this all the time when I first started the business. Because with me doing that all day, every day, even if Bree is not able to, or Jovi or anybody's not able to get to me really fast, I can go to somebody like Rachel. I can message them, hey, what do I need to say to this person? And they can instantly send me a message. So that's what I've actually learned is the fact that I need to use my resource when it comes down to it. Once you use your resource, guarantee you can get your DT, you can get DT signed up. Ask for help. That's the one main thing that I struggle with. And Rachel has been talking about it since I've started. And I'm like, okay, I got to push for it. Even Annie has helped me a lot too. I'm like, I was at the point maybe 2 weeks ago and they helped me out a lot. And I was like, okay, yes, this is the team I need to be with. Because if it wasn't for y'all, man, I'm glad God put me in this group. I'm glad he allowed me to start in this group for a reason because it's helping me to build as a woman. I'm about to be 30 years old come next week. So as a woman, I'm learning how to be that business partner, that entrepreneur, that person that I want to be. Thank you, Rachel. The person that I really want to be because I have it in my heart to be an evangelist. I want to be, that's me. I evangelized when I'm at Office Depot, I evangelized to everybody almost. And they love my spirit. They love the way my customer service skills. So I know I can get more. I know I can do more with this business. I just gotta keep pushing.
Amen. I'm gonna have Demine Miosha, where'd she go? I think I said her name right. Miosha, where you at? What did she have on?
Hey.
All right, go ahead, girlfriend. You've been waiting for a while.
Okay.
I see you lower your hand because you was like, I ain't even say nothing. What's up?
So basically, I'm just trying to get a little bit more advice. Like I'm able to talk to Brittany and Victoria, and they got me like out of my shell, kinda, but I'm still kind of stuck in my shell. I'm sorry if I get emotional. Y'all know pregnancy. But so it's basically like I don't know. I graduated at 28. Like it's just like everything. I don't feel like it's going right. Even as far as the business, like I kind of get discouraged 90% of the time, and I don't know if it's just because like I can't close the deal, or if it's just like I be feeling like people be wasting my time. Like it's hard to explain, but I just need like a little bit more encouragement on it.
So,
Like Brittany told me, be a thermostat, and I took heed to that now.
amen. But your upline just put you on blast and said that you're struggling with embracing who God has made you to be and the journeys that He decided to let you go through. And so that might be the start of it.
Okay.
Taking some time to be okay with just being you. And I think that's a word for it. I felt that. I don't know. I just got some chills on my arms. It is okay. It is okay that here, let me come over here with you. So you hold on. All right. It is okay that well, here, how can I say this? Holy Ghost help me. Okay. You may have been, because I don't know your story. And I can imagine from based on my story, and everybody on here has a story, and everybody that's been through a lot, I'm sure, in life. It's crazy. I'm not even gonna go there. But you've been through a lot, okay? You're probably still currently going through a lot. But when you decide to submit your life over to Christ and say, I trust that my life is better in your hands than anywhere else, you will begin to embrace who He made you to be and where He took you, because He's the only one who can heal the places where you hurt. And when you're hiding the places that you're hurting because they're not healed, you have these scars. I wear my scars proudly. I don't know if you follow me, but I wear my scars proudly. I wear them proudly because God, the reason why I am the way I am, the reason why I'm on here talking the way that I'm talking, the reason why I have the authority that I have behind my voice, knowing what God can and will do for me, is because of my scars. Because of my scars and everything that He's brought me through since the day that I was born, that gives me the confidence to trust and know that if he took me through all of that, you think this business is hard for Him? Insert your stuff. He took you through all of that. You think that He can't take you through this? So take some time in the midst of believing yourself, because what I love about It Works is that in the process of it all, you can still get paid. Okay? That's what I love. While you're figuring it out, you can still get paid. And you can't do that everywhere because you be out here on mental health, but all I need is my phone. Okay? And just be in a bed, real mental health day, still sending messages, right? So I would say just embrace who you are and know that people, and did I say your name right, Miosha? You can correct me. I'm okay. What did I say?
It's Myosha. You can just call me Girly.
No, tell me Myosha, because if you say right or wrong, I'm gonna tell you Myosha. Okay, Myosha. Because at the end of the day, there are specific people that only can reach, will only come to It Works because they hear your story. They're only going to come to extra income because they hear your story. The only way that you're going to be elevated, the way that you want to be elevated, is because you're going to let you're going to let God heal some of them scars so you'll be willing to open up your mouth. Because the word says that we're overcome by the blood of the Lamb. He did that. And the word of our testimony. And some of it you might still be in. So ask God for deliverance and help you have the strength to get out of what you're in. Does that help?
Thank you. Yes, ma'am, it did.
Girl,
Thank you.
Get your freedom, boo. Like, you got this.
Thank you.
All right, Demine and Miss Christina.
Hey, Rachel, I had that hand up there. I didn't even know it was up there.
You a lie. Stop lying.
I didn't know. I know. I seen it, Rachel.
All right,
but I was
go ahead and say something, me and Demine.
Hey, everything. Brittany, to stop laughing. So, okay, Rachel. So I'm gonna take it to this to everyone. Keep on swimming. I know Alicia is on here. She hears me say, keep swimming all the time. And I'm reading a book now. I can't remember where I got it from, but it was these two brothers that were competing in swimming in this water. So the one brother would start out swimming. So the one brother, I'm gonna call him Tim. The other brother is John. So Tim was the better swimmer. And then he started Tim wasn't the better swimmer. John was the better swimmer. So what Tim tried to do was outswim John. So swimming river out the river fast. And all of a sudden, John, he would just catch up with him. So then every time Tim would look back, he would just swim even faster, even harder, and even harder. They out in this ocean. So then all of a sudden, John would keep up with him, keep going. And so then Tim looked around at John and said, man, how far are you gonna swim? We way out here. John said, it's just right over there. And Tim looked and he said, what is right over there? He said, it's just right over there. He said, man, how we gonna get back? John said, I ain't never tried to figure out how we was getting back. So that right there is we're almost at our point to where I'm trying to get to. So the point is, keep swimming even when you can't see it, even when it doesn't look like it's okay for you. I tell you, I say this all the time on these Zooms. I have the blueprint in front of me. Rachel is sitting in front of me. The blueprint is there. If I gotta wait here, if I gotta keep swimming for 6 years before I get to where I need to get to, I'm gonna keep swimming for 6 years. I'm not gonna quit swimming because Rachel already swam this race for me. So she already put it out there what we gotta do. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in Rachel because she already did it. It ain't like she making up something that she ain't never done. And then I can tell you this, I've been there. I've seen it. I've seen the awards. I've seen the recognition. I've seen the $1 Million Club. I've seen the mic. I held the mic in my hand. I want the mic in my hand. I held the mic. I seen it all. I'm telling y'all, if you don't know who Rachel is and you're new to this team, it's all for real. I've seen it. I'm not gonna tell you none that I ain't seen. I ain't one of those ones that hype you up and try to, fill you with some false things. I've been there. I've sat with Rachel. I've been in her house. I've been there. If y'all haven't been around her, I've been there. I'm telling you. And it's just amazing about how this company is going to get you going. I'm going to tell you right here, even if I was reading a book that says that we come into businesses like this, MLM business, and I think this is on GoPro. If you haven't read GoPro, Rachel keep telling you, read GoPro. Breon read it in one day. It's easy. It's not a hard read. So what you need to do is go read GoPro. He says in that GoPro book, we come into this business in one day, and in 30 days, we're supposed to be millionaires. Stop it. It doesn't work that way. If you've been in this business a month, a year, 6 months, or 6 years, you got to keep on grinding. I've been in this same freaking position for 2 years. I've been at Ruby. I ain't stopped. I went to every conference. I haven't missed no conference. Monday meetups, I'm there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter about me no more. Who cares? Okay, so what? But I'm not going to keep stopping. I'm going to keep going in this until I reach to the point to where I need to get to. I'm not even going to stop. Even if I don't know or can see it, I'm just going to keep swimming. It doesn't matter. Rachel and them keep saying, figure it out. That's what it means, just swimming. Do what you got to do. Even if you take the trip to Atlanta and your car broke down, you can walk to Atlanta because you know you got a car once you get down there in Atlanta. It doesn't even matter how you can hitchhike. It don't even matter. Hitch a ride. Put your thumb out there. Tell somebody you need a ride. Brittany will help you out. Brittany will pick you up. If Brittany don't pick you up, Rachel may pick you up. If Rachel don't pick you up, then Lakeisha will pick you up. If Lakeisha don't pick you up, then here come Deja Lee. If Deja Lee don't pick you up, put your thumb out again. You better just keep going. If you really want this, you better keep going. You're going to figure it out. Just like they say they're going to figure it out. You just have to figure it out. There is no magic potion. It just ain't going to happen. Yeah, you're going to have some tough times. Yeah, it's not going to always be good. But all I'm know to tell you is you just better keep swimming because ain't no way back. You already in here now, so you can't go back. You just got to keep swimming no matter what.
All right.
Harry, hold on, Toya. Hold on. Christina had her hand up. Hold on. Christina, go ahead, girl.
Hey, everybody. I just want to say, I'm new. Well, not new, but I'm new. And I've been doing the whole struggling thing and I've been listening to everybody. And as I go through it, it's like a new personal revelation every day with the company, with myself, with the company. And I'm loving the journey and the experience along the way. And I talked to Brittany, and I'm strengthening my upline. Every time I turn around, I'm like, Brittany, who can I call for this? Let me have their number. Can I have their number? Is it okay? But what she told me is, she said, Christina, don't let your color get in the way, basically. She was like, stop putting your thoughts or what you would think on what somebody else is going to do. Just work the business, do the process, let everything else go. I had to realize, okay, you know what? I might not get the shopping spree. I might not get my 3 DTs right now, but eventually it's going to come if I'm doing the steps and I'm doing the work and I'm in the room, which I need to do more. And she gets on me on a daily. Get in the room. If you are in the room with me, you will see the changes. You will see it. And every time I'm in the room, something happens and I got a smile on my face and I'm like, yes, thank you, Brittany. Thank you. And that's where it is. Use your upline. Don't be afraid to ask questions, even if they seem frivolous or whatever. Ask them questions. Ask your upline. Reach out and send them all the messages, because I'm like, Brittany, why is this going on? And she's like, Christina, send me a screenshot of it. This is why. When you do this, say this. Come at them with this. Don't do it in that approach. So use them. And I don't care how slow I move. This is my option. This is what I have. I've got 5 kids and I'll be 40 next week. So I don't have no time for the games, no time for that. I'm gonna work my business, and nothing worth anything having in life comes overnight. You got to work hard for it, and let it go. Have some faith and let it go. Every time I'm stressing about money, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to do it. I do Uber and Lyft on top of doing this. I've been self-employed for a long time, but I'm always on the go and still working for somebody else. And this week I haven't worked at all. And I've been screaming to Brittany, I got to pay my bills and I don't know how. But guess what? I've sat here and worked my business this week, and I've had money come in from all different ways, So ladies, gentlemen, please just give it some time. Don't be impatient. Have patience. It takes patience. Love yourself, and your business is going to love you back. I promise. I swear. I tell you guys make me feel so good on a daily. It brightens me. It makes me want to come into the room. Life happens, and whether I feel like being there, I'm like, here comes Brittany. I didn't let it all out. Here comes Brittany. So you know what? And if I don't show up, Brittany's on the phone like, girl, where you at? So go into the room. Don't be afraid. Everybody I've come across is more than welcoming and is asking you to be asked for help. Like, y'all want, Rachel's always like, ask for help, ask for help. Brittany's saying the same thing. They're telling you to come to them, go to them, use them. I love y'all. Thank you.
Okay, can I go now? All right, Pastor Birch coming on through here with that sermon, but I just wanted to, I like to put things into perspective. So if I could share this, one thing I always say is, everybody came in here at the same spot. We all came in as distributors, you know what I'm saying? So when you guys say, oh, I'm doing the things, you might be doing some things, but are you doing enough of the things like Keisha talked about? Because we used to make fun of Rachel. I remember going to Monday morning meetup, and we'd be like, well, what would, how that saying was, what would Jesus do? Well, what would Rachel say? We used to say, well, what would Rachel do? So whether you're afraid to blitz, well, what would Rachel say? And honestly, even as a triple diamond, being in this business for 6 years, I have to ask myself sometimes when I feel that spirit of fear or discouragement or whatever may come across, like, what would Rachel say? Well, what would Rachel do? And like, just really get that braveness and that boldness in me to type it up or go to my word board and press send. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put things into perspective for y'all. Everybody started at a distributor. Rachel started as a distributor. Stephanie and Joe Dunn. Even Mark at one point was a distributor on somebody's team, not necessarily in their works, but in the industry. So what keeps me encouraged is knowing that if they can do it, I can do it. And so, but the thing is, what separates you from them? And it's the work ethic. Through the discouragement, they continued to work. They didn't give up. They kept their why in front of them. Through the messages being ignored, they continued to send more messages. Through life, cancer, death, whatever the case may be, like they continue to go. So, when you think about it like that, and when you're not moving in your business like you feel like you should be, you have to make sure, remember, a lot of people want to point the finger at the business. Oh, it didn't work for me. It just wasn't for me. But look at those 3 fingers that are pointing back at yourself. It's you, it's not the business. So what can you do more of those things that you're doing? Do more of those. And if that's not working, then like everybody says on here, we have an amazing team that's basically here ready to bend over backwards to help you. So if you're not being successful, then it's you, not the business. Because we all started at the same spot. So I just wanted to drop that in here for you.
That is so good. Thank you for sharing that. We at the end of time. This was good tonight. Y'all showed up. Okay.
Rachel, one more thing real quick.
Go ahead, Birch, real quick.
Just a quick pick back off of Toya there. God already has everything for all of us on here. It's not like he only has it for one person and then that's it. The script in your life has already been written. We're just walking through that. It doesn't, he already did this for you. It's just, you got to just stay the course until it comes to fruition in your life. It's already in. So picture it like this. It's already in your life. You just haven't got to that point of your life yet. That's it. So what God already has in your life, it is your life right now. Whatever you foresee it, it is your life right now where you're at right now. If you see yourself, and I don't want to use it, but if you see yourself being a great giver, a millionaire, wherever you're at, it's already in your life. It's already here. Like Pastor Todd always says, all you have is all you need. That means everything that God was going to intend for you to have, he put it in you when you was born. It's already there. We just need to walk in it and have the confidence and believe that God is going to, bring that to us so that we can see it in our own, because God already sees it. It's already there for us. It is your life right now, your present day, regardless of how bad it looks, regardless of how you say you don't have, it's already there. And the second point is, remember, we're in this business to give, not to receive. When Rachel always said, when you get to a point of how much more you can give, how much more can you give? The more money you make, the more you have to give. Mark even shows that from the head down, it shall flow. The more he has, the more he gives. Like Rachel said about the store, there's certain points where you get so much money, someone will come and take it if you don't give it away. So what God is going to do in this season is make sure that we're in position to be able to give more abundantly, even in this time. So say, for instance, if you got to give and God is telling you to give right now. He already got the rest of the blessing back there, right there at you already. This automatically feel in your mind that I'm here to give more of my time, to give more of my understanding, to give more patience, to give more to my family, to give more to my friends, to give more. I got to give more. I got to give more. That's it, Rachel, because I done got hyped up over here. I feel this one.
Go ahead.
I feel it. I feel it. This is this right here might go down as one of the best ones. I feel it.
Listen,
I feel it.
You can do shout with me just like I made Kelsey do now. I'm just saying. Hallelujah. Miss Juanita.
Yania. Hi.
Yes, correct me. Yania. Yes,
Yania. I just wanted to say that when I joined this business, I really wasn't in particular looking for a job. That this business chose me. It was divine intervention. And I just believe that because I really wasn't looking. And I just kept looking at Brittany, and the Lord said to me, join the business. And I was going like, why? And he said it again, and I was going like, oh my God. And then when I got in here and I had to do all this stuff, social media and everything, and I was going like, oh my God, I can't do that. I've never been on social media like this. And so I just want to say to to the new people and anybody on here, you can do this. And if you here, you are meant to be here, or you wouldn't be here. And so make the most of what you got, because God put you here for a reason. He put you here for a reason. And it's your time. So, hey, I just jumped in and listened to my upline, and everything's been going great with me. I think I could put in a little bit more. If I put in a little bit more, shoot, where would I be? Because I've been on the top and rolling and all that and moving on. I feel like, so if I put some more in here, hey, I might pass you. So I'm just ready to go. I just want to take some people with me. I'm here to help whoever I can climb this ladder. So I'm just ready to go, and I want to take some people with me. Are you willing to go? That's all I need to know. Is you willing to go?
Are you willing to go? That was so good. Okay, that's the point blank period. Are you willing? Come on. Whew. Javon out here looking slim. You did a before and after picture? Because you done lost a
Period,
lot of weight.
too.
I'm sorry. Somebody said something. Did somebody say something? I think it was an accident. All right, y'all.
Yeah, I said something. I'm sorry. Tree said something.
What you got, babe?
Okay. I won't do I'm scared of, kind of a little scary to do my little thing, how I joined and everything or whatever, but I am excited. I really thank Victoria for everything because she's been walking me since day one. I promise you that. And along with Brittany was a lot of help also. I really appreciate both of them. And I did get my first DT today. After I've been doing this business for 5 to 6 months now, and I just now get my first distributor. That's okay. It really is, because no matter what, you gotta keep pushing, and you got people here that's gonna help you keep pushing at the end of the day. Because I've been like you said, Rachel, everybody been had their own ups and downs, and they went through something. Everybody go through something, and I've been going through it, and all I could do, and this business has helped me to keep my head held high, keep pushing, because that's all it is. That's all you gotta do is stay strong, be strong, and keep swimming, like y'all say, and go hard. What she say, go hard. Period. So I'm like really excited for this business, and I'm really happy that I actually got to join, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait to keep going and become. I want to become diamond now. So I'm really thank y'all. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate you.
So sweet. That's so exciting. Yeah, just a story. Cammie Black Diamond, the person who's head of the field, she took her 6 months to sign her first DT, and she actually signed up 3 times. So not only did it take her 6 months to sign her first DT, she quit twice before she signed up for the 3rd time and then signed her first DT. And she went Black Diamond, like making $100,000 plus. I'm sure she was making probably like $400,000 a month. Like, it's crazy. I've never asked her that. I'm gonna have to ask her that one day. And her daddy owned the company. Listen, that's crazy. All right, y'all, we're gonna pray and get off here. Y'all should be so filled up right now. Like, y'all should be like, "Roar!" Because y'all, January 29th is coming. Like, it's coming, guys. January 29th is coming. And so whatever they got, like, listen, this is why we went through hell all 2020. We went through hell all 2020. You went through all the loss that you went through. You went up through all the discouragement, everything you went through is for what's coming right now. So I don't care what your prelims was. And I'm saying it, okay? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Have y'all seen that TikTok? I can't. I was trying to do it, but I couldn't sync my mouth. I can't. And what I'm saying that with all sincerity and with niceness. Whatever it is, go journal about it and then get up. Like, get up. Be pissed about it for 5 seconds and then get up. Because if you don't get up, if you don't have a clap back, like Mark talked about a while ago, two hits. You get hit and then you get back up. Like, you just look. Who is that? Like the Bible head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Y'all know back in the day when you had that, if you don't get back up, you're gonna miss everything you're gonna miss every reason that you went through all the hell. You went through all the hell to get to the other side. It's all just a test. It's all just to prune you. And like diamonds, y'all know, if you've never Googled the process of a diamond and everything that it goes through in order to become a diamond, coal, when it starts out, it is in that ugly form. And most of us, when we first came to this business, we were ugly as that thing. I'm talking about me, real ugly as that thing. And even though God is still perfecting me through his word, through me showing up, through his spirit, through his word, as he's doing it through his word, like I'm becoming a diamond. And yes, I went ambassador diamond, but in order for me to become the black diamond, I have to continue to go through the process that needs to go through. And so just like y'all are trying to just become diamond, become ruby, become emerald, like it's a process, and you have to be willing to get that clapback spirit to where when you get knocked down and you get the wind knocked out and you're like, oh, I showed up every day for 1 month. Like, okay, great. Get back up and keep going. So increase your check. The only way that you will see your check increase is if you have a clapback spirit. If you never have the clapback, you will never see my check. Because I've always had a clapback spirit. No matter what took me down, no matter who left the business, no matter who stopped showing up, no matter who blocked me. I just had somebody unblock me today because she wanted to join the business again. Hello, Spirit of Erica. Like, that's crazy. But at the end of the day, thank God for the heart of Christ. It's not for me. I'm the one who says I'm a Christian. So I have to put myself in a position to forgive them and allow God to do what he's going to do with them, because my only duty is to love them. And as I love them, everything that the enemy took from me or thought he was stealing from me, as he came to steal, kill, and destroy, God says that all things work together for my good. And so that's what's going to happen. Y'all make sure y'all prepare for December 29th. I might have said November earlier. All right, we're going to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, God, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your spirit. Thank you for just being a part of the squad, being a part of It Works Global, this space in this time, and how you are just filling cups like never before. You're strengthening hearts, God. That hope, that faith, that peace that surpasses understanding. You are just you're doing a new thing, right? You are doing a new thing in so many people's lives. And for the first time in people's lives, they believe that they can do it. For the first time in people's lives, they believe that with Christ, they can do all things, as your scripture says. And so, God, we just praise you in advance. We praise you in advance for this upcoming week. We praise you in advance for increased enrollments, for record enrollments. God, we praise you in advance for the boldness, for the bravery, going out here regardless of the Christmas season, letting people know what it is that they need so that they can, with confidence, so that they actually grab it, God. So they actually grab it because we walking in that. Because we're walking in that. And God, even just behind us, behind every message that we send, God, check our heart, God. Help us keep you on the throne as we go forth, doing all things for your glory, but not for us. Because when we do it for your glory, you will bless us. So God, we praise you in advance for what is to come. And thank you. Thank you for putting us in this position. Thank you for It Works Global. Thank you for Mark and Cindy and Pam, God. Thank you for Mike. Thank you for Cammie. Thank you for our corporate team. Thank you for putting us in a position to have control over our lives, God. Thank you for the exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask, God. We just praise you because you just are God. Like, thank you. There is nothing like that. That is such a great reward to have you as our God in itself. And so we just praise you in advance. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.